Phil says hi. He just woke up. Alright. Let's get it. Welcome to your reading of this message. Hold up. Alright, the sound should be good. Should be better, at least, I think. I turned the comments off, so I literally have no way to fucking know, but I hope this message finds you while you're in good health, good wealth. I hope you're doing something that you love today, tonight, this afternoon. Whenever the message gets to you, simply because you deserve to. Thank you guys for all of the support to my channel. It truly means the world to me. If you would like a private reading, want to follow me on social media, or just want to donate to the channel, link will be in the description box below or my About tab. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. So, while meditating on this energy earlier, I was getting the sense that you're dealing with somebody in your life that is convincing themselves of what they think is the truth, but it is actually a lie. And this is a lie that has become, it's spread to others beyond you and this person, right? Like they are telling other people this narrative that is not true about you. They're telling other people this false narrative about how things played out between you or how things have gone. And I just feel like it's really important. Spirit wants this message to be delivered to you so that you understand that, like, it's, some people are just liars. Some people really just suck, you know, and we can't do anything about that. We can only control how we react. So Spirit in this message, I'm assuming, is going to speak on how you should react or how to like move forward and what you can expect moving forward, because you know and I know this person is delusional. They're not they are telling themselves what they need to hear in order to feel like their wrongdoings were justified. Delusion is a hell of a thing, and so is the ego. What do we have? Okay. Spider, manifestation. You weave your web in life. What you see before you are the results of your thoughts. If your current reality does not suit you, then it is time to make changes. Through conscious manifestation, your energy can bring in all you desire. We also have wolf inner strength. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. Trust on the bottom of this. Okay. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Although the situation that you've been going through with this person is kind of like burnt out, you know, you're just not willing to even give it the attention it wants from you. Like, you need to see yourself through fresh eyes, right? Not that situation, yourself, your power, your strength. Because I feel like them talking all this nonsense on your name, it has the potential or capability to kind of pull you out of your power or make you forget who you are. So I'm here to remind you that, like, your manifestations are going to be as present as you are with yourself. And being present means being real. Being present means existing in reality, right? Not these made up constructs that we tell ourselves to feel better about life and all the things that are happening for us are falling apart, you know? Sometimes we have to like just be real so that we can actually manifest what we want out of life. We have 344. Be willing to face your shadow self. Your shadow self is all the repressed and undesired aspects of your personality stored in your unconscious mind. Explore those parts of yourself you work to contain. Ask your shadow what it needs from you. Attending to your dark side helps you to evolve, to live more in your light. To live in your light is to live in your present. This person talking all this nonsense about you, right, to all these people, it forces your shadow to literally be triggered, right? And that's the good thing about like haters and like people that just don't exist within the truth, right? Because it forces us to look at the possibility of if we're living in our truth or not. Most of the time, we are, right? And we're not letting that trigger get to us. But those like sly comments or those things that we know aren't true, but because someone else is saying it to us, it makes us be like, wait, is it true? Like this is forcing your shadow, forcing you to face your shadow. And I think that's super important for whoever this resonates with today, is to don't feel like just because you didn't do anything wrong that your shadow does not exist, right? Allow yourself to see your shadow and tend to it, right? Like tend to whatever your shadow wants from you, whether it's like healing of the inner child or being more confident or just like accepting that all of the things that were done wrong to you weren't really your fault. You were just a piece of the puzzle. Take it as resonates. I'm not saying what your life was or wasn't, whatever. 182, be yourself. You're a treasure to the world. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here. Oh my goodness. That was powerful. You ain't watching this reading if you're nobody. You're not on this channel if you're nobody. If you are sovereign, that is because Spirit created you with a sovereign essence about you. Like, you know that this is your world. You know that you came here to do what you want to do. You came here to be here for others and experience others, but you came here to live for yourself. So no matter what anyone says about you, this is your life and your reality. Your manifestations they go hand in hand with your inner strength or your inner, like how you see yourself, right? Your confidence. You need to understand and remember that you being yourself is more than enough. Far more than enough. 107. We live in a world of magic and synchronicity. Be on the lookout for signs from your angel guides. Notice the lyrics to songs, the conversations you overhear, your interactions with strangers. They may contain some pearls of wisdom. So yeah, be conscious about how you're consuming energy or how you're like interacting or what you're consuming. Because with social media, there's an endless amount of information and topics and things to consume. So be conscious about what you're focusing your energy on, because I think Spirit's really trying to convey a certain message to you. Just about like how to move forward in your life in general. What do we have? We have inner child. I swear I said that. Literally. And divine abundance. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Sometimes, like, when people are, like, gaslighting us, manipulating us, abusing us, we don't even understand why we're triggered. We just know something's off, something is wrong. Like, we don't understand why the person that we love or the person that we feel should love us. We don't understand why it's happening, or why we're feeling how we are because of what they're doing, right? Obviously, they are being crappy. They're being terrible. Nobody should treat people like that. But that reaction or that trigger that you're experiencing it's something that is coming from your inner child. There's a part of you or a piece of you that has never felt accepted or loved, or maybe a part of you that has always just felt like someone was always going to leave, or like what children go through. Like when you experience the world as a child, because you're so open to the world, because you're living in that awe and wonder, right? You're so vulnerable, so whatever happens to you, it's like, in the sense of good, like it can be such a great experience and feeling, but in the sense of bad, it can be so detrimental that you don't even realize how painful it is. So you just shut it off, right? You forget about that memory. You close it out. You avoid it until you grow the fuck up and you realize this is all repeating, right? Everything that goes around comes around. and history always repeats itself. So it's like you got older and you started to realize that the way that you were being treated was not necessarily your fault or a reflection of you. It was spirit trying to reflect to you what you avoided and in your younger years. So I just feel like the inner child is super important here. It's time for you to expand, right? And divine abundance, you were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. How can you expect good things to happen if you've just been treated like shit? You know, it's hard. It's a hard adjustment. It's a hard transition for you to just like keep having this blind faith in your manifestations, for you to keep maintaining that inner strength. The spirit is saying you are closer than ever to receiving the things that you are deserving of, right? You definitely probably have already removed the negative energies, but now you're dealing with the aftermath of like what that means to sit with yourself. So don't avoid the process of healing that you need to go through for you, because you already been on this journey long enough. You might as well keep going and see it through to the end. You're ready to close something out and start something new. I think a lot of blessings are coming towards you. Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's a very immature energy that's trying to kind of make you some type of offer and get back into your life. It could cause a lot of confusion for you with the Seven of Cups and then Judgment. You already know what you want, though, because the card that did come out is the Sun. You're choosing your happiness. I mean, if that inconsistent lack type of person, you know, they don't know what they're doing, but they pretend like they know what they're doing. Like, if that pleases you, then if that's your happiness, then you'll probably accept that. But I see most people I'm talking to today, like, really rejecting this inconsiderate or just like this insecure, this immature person. You're literally speaking your mind too, not holding back. So if anything does try to pop up that has done you wrong or mistreated you, I don't see you being, you're not entertaining it at all. We have a star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Leo, Sagittarius. You could have any of those in your placements or your chart, maybe Scorpio. A lot is changing in your life. Death, Nine of Swords, Lovers reverse. The end of a very powerful connection, soulmate connection, but also the end of your stress, your anxiety. The end of you second guessing yourself or doubting, like, what am I doing wrong? And, like, I don't know. You're entering happiness because you're not worried about people that are only worried about themselves. You're walking away. Eight of Cups, and then on the bottom, Death still. I need some clarifiers. Some clarifiers. All right. Two of Swords and Nine of Wands. Understandable. Seven of Swords. Page of Pentacles reverse. I told you, immature person. This person is still lying, manipulating, lying on your name. Trying to tell you, oh no, I didn't mean to. Look, King of Pentacles reverse. They were never stable to begin with. They were all pretend all the time. Five of Cups, Eight of Cups reverse. You're grieving what you've already walked away from, what you're no longer emotionally connected to. The fact that you walked away don't mean it's all over and you're in a new chapter, right? There still has to be that, like, letting go. Like, that shit sucks. That shit hurt. How the fuck do I let go of this? I don't know, but I'll figure it out the more that I focus on it, right? The more that I reject them coming back into my life, the closer or the more I'll be able to figure out how to be happy without them, how to exist without them. I just feel like they're so fake. Look, Sun with the Nine of Wands reverse. No longer having to sacrifice your happiness and like persevere for someone or something that is not doing the same for you. We have the Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles. Really coming into yourself, your balance. You might not be having a lot of sex. Maybe you should, or you might not be having a very like exciting life, right? Very fulfilling. Like Ace of Wands reverse and Nine of Cups reverse. Like your love life, your sex life, something's not there, you know? And that sometimes comes at the sacrifice of your happiness. But if it's not about that, then you're just not taking advantage of like what you want out of life. You're not getting closer to what you want, you know? You're doing all the right steps, but you're not getting closer. And that's why I don't think it's about your dreams or goals. I think it's like it's more physical. It's more like an emotional or physical loss that you kind of had to suffer the consequences of because you started choosing yourself, right? This is a good loss. Obviously, get back in the game whenever you're ready, but like, you know what you need and desire right now, and if it's not that, then you just don't care about that, you know? If you're trying to put yourself back together, put those pieces back together, step into the Empress energy and actually understand your true value, if you're trying to literally come closer to your strength because you've been denied that or you've been convinced that that strength shouldn't exist for so long, like, yeah, focus on you. Don't focus on like the whatever everyone else is focusing on, because that's never really going to take you that far. It'll be momentarily pleasing until it's not, and then you realize you still have the rest of your life to live. So why were you putting so much energy and focus towards that thing that is only actually enjoyable if you have your life together? You can't really enjoy these things to the best of their ability, right? Like let's say you get your dream job, you get your wish, you get your dream, whatever you want out of life, right? The thing you've been working towards, like you want to be a musician, you finally get it. You're not going to actually have a good time doing that if you don't have yourself together, if you don't know yourself, right? If you get all of these things prematurely or you experience them prematurely, the value that you place on them becomes so belittled, or like you don't even understand why you wanted it in the first place. So I think it's important that I think it's good that you're choosing to like understand what is important to you, which is your independence, your peace, your freedom, you being connected to God or your higher power, your like you understand why you're protecting yourself. Sexually, energetically, all that. You're not giving it up to just anybody because you're not a desperate person, right? You give it up to who you want to because you know who you are. And or you're trying to like get closer to that person is what I'm seeing. All right, what do we have? Closing messages. Not the right time. Don't stop. It is not the right time to go back to what is going to hold you back, right? Yes, just came out. I'm speaking true. But don't stop moving forward, right? Do not stop progressing. Do not be fearful of asking for help from others if you need it. Peaceful resolutions are coming towards you if you believe. Straight up. What else we got? Stepping into a new experience with leg. We also have bread, leg and bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your sandals, especially for a bum-ass biatch. Beetle, good fortune. Situations in the balance that need careful handling. So don't, I mean, you know yourself, you know your life. You know how important and vital your energy is, not only to you, but to the rest of the world. Like what you do here will leave an impact, right? No matter if you see yourself as significant or insignificant. What you came here to do, the reason you're here now, the sun on the bottom, is to be a significant being in the world. So if you treat yourself as insignificant by settling for less or going back to things that do not value you, you are literally emitting that frequency to the world. None of us should value ourselves, right? We should not care. We should always just go back to what feels good and comfortable. Like, no, you're on a different vibration, right? Spiritual love is coming towards you because you're being patient enough for it, you know? A spiritual love with Lily. Pay attention to your finances because you have prosperity coming in, but that also could mean you might have to burn some bridges. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem, good fortune. And that's everything. The Sun card says happiness and well-being. So you're entering a happier chapter because you're not internalizing or taking all the crap that people say about you. You're not taking it to heart. You know that you can't. Your purpose here is different. Your purpose here is important. You can't internalize all the negativities that people... I mean, once people understand that you have that light within you, like when they see it, that's when all the negativity starts coming to you. Nobody gives a fuck about you if you're nobody. So you should be happy if you are getting all these lies set on your name, because that means somebody sees your light and they don't want to see it shine, right? The devil energy exists in this world. There are things that want to hold back the light, things that want to keep the light from shining, right? So as long as you can be aware of that and make that like motivate you or give you a reason to shine your light even brighter, then do it. And don't lower your standards for nothing. Not one thing, not nobody, not your hopes, dream. Like, if you know who you are, you know who you are, right? If you don't, you don't. Both are okay. But if you know who you are and you're dimming your light, oh, you just living for fun. Like, what the fuck is your purpose, right? Don't play yourself. Take life a little more seriously if you see yourself, right? Last card, listen to your intuition. Do not doubt it and choose a new direction. So stop messing with that old energy. Get rid of it. Leave it behind. It's time for you to shine. All right. See you guys soon. Bye.